All right, I have a lo-fi setup, but it's kind of dumb, so we're just going to go straight into the Book of Enoch. We love you. The Book of Enoch. All right.
What a guy got to do to smoke some weed.
Just fucking,
What
just
a
trying to
homie.
do the Lord's work over
Dude,
here.
what the fuck?
Oh, man.
All I'm saying is that guy wants to get high.
Wants to get high, read the Bible. Christians do not like that. I've heard from several of them lately.
That what?
They don't like our podcast.
Sheep rarely appreciate the actions of the wolves.
That's pretty badass, dude. That's pretty badass. Like that made me feel cool.
Oh, yeah, it is the craziest cool. So, yeah.
Check.
Yeah, and not our fucking problem either. Go fuck yourselves. How about that? Did we ask? Oh wait, wait a minute. I forgot. Where was the part where we asked if they like us? For them.
It's strange too. They keep trying to get me to go to Applebee's or something with them. Talk it through.
I don't want to whatever. It's their cliches are cliches for a reason. It's like, oh, you want to go to Applebee's? What is that? First of all, I love Applebee's, and I think that this is not a reflection on the Applebee's
Establishment or
organization
management.
Yeah, no, but it's like, and you know what? Maybe I should just shut up because there's a bar there, so you could at least you could dull your senses while they were chewing away at your soul.
Oh my God, that's so valid.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned for you, Leif.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Hell no.
Whoa.
No.
The long con. It finally comes around. Leif's like, Jeff, I think, can we just talk just for a second, openly and honestly?
Let's have a couple bubble.
A couple bubble?
Yeah.
I don't ever want to hear you say those words again. Just I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Couple bubble.
Kind of a perfect time for Mike Squires to be texting, huh?
Yeah. Oh, just got off the WhatsApp platform with your man Michael McKagan.
Michael McKagan.
Yeah, he says hello.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, the WhatsApp. Is that what people use these days, huh?
Yeah, apparently. It's the World Wide Web refund.
It is, isn't it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. You can video chat everywhere and yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah. It's a good time. He's home.
Oh.
Those fuckers are now done touring. They started. I'm like, how long you been out there? And he's like, well, if you count the 6 weeks rehearsal in April. And then he's like, well, in June, and then in June we started in Portugal, and my Dan from Green Apple emigrated there, and I got Dan. They got him into the show, and I'm like, no, that was 2 years ago, dude. He's like, no, that was this year. I'm like, holy shit!
Oh my God,
they've been gone since April, just gone. Picking up all the dates they missed during COVID, and just blanketing the fucking planet with rock and roll.
And how many people are at each show?
I mean,
By the way, we're talking about Guns N' Roses people.
Guns N' Roses.
You wanted the best.
Well, they couldn't make it. Yeah, Nick Bob in the house.
Big Bob.
Yeah, when you get to those soccer stadiums, you're talking about north of 80,000
North of
people.
80,000 people.
He was saying that they did Brazil. I think it was Brazil, somewhere in South America. I'm pretty sure it was Brazil. They toured there like no one ever has. There are soccer stadiums that don't have roads to get to them because they're just everybody has to have one. And so they were like, they're like doing these places no one's ever played before, and people are like losing their fucking minds, like just fucking blanketing the planet.
Oh my God.
With no 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 what? Fucking
amazing
with their spiritual output,
dude. Yes. I still.
So that's why I said I want 24 hours, because I was trying to get I couldn't just ask him. I couldn't ask him today because it's like I hadn't talked to him in a minute, right? So I'm like, I can't just be like, hey, dude, great to see you. Hey, how was tour? You want to be on our podcast? Because it's not. It isn't. He came on Seattle today, right? And so it's like, but it's not like I asked him, hey, do you want to be on our podcast? He's like, no. I'm like, what? Like what? He's like, I don't want to be on it. Do you want me to do you a favor? I'm like, oh, hey, let me ask again. I need you to be on our podcast. It's a really big favor. Will you do that for me? He's like, yes. Here's the stipulation. You can't ask me any questions about my day job. I'm like, all right, no problem. Yeah. So I got it. Yeah.
Uncle Duff.
Yeah, my man.
He's so great. He's so great.
Well, it's funny because he's this great dude. He's this guy. He's your buddy.
Yeah.
And he's in Guns N' Roses. It's like if you were in Guns N' Roses. It really is like. It's like if Squires was in Guns N' Roses, or if like I don't know who else do we know, or it's more like if Dave Dieterer was in Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
you know, it's like it's a little bit more than just me or you, but not a lot more than me or you. It's like Jeff's in Guns N' Roses. Jeff was on Appetite for Destruction,
right?
Wait, he went down and he did. Wait a minute, he did what? It's like that. It's like, oh, your buddy is in Guns N' Roses? What fucking buddy?
What buddy?
There's no blonde guys in Guns N' Roses.
He's so tall. I don't know if I can leave this in. You could tell me that, but like we used to one time we were hanging out in the studio, and I think him and we were just sitting on the couch, and he was like, looked over at me. He was like, you know, because this is when I had blonde hair still. He's like, you know what the difference is between you and me, Leif?
Well, first of all, he doesn't talk like Mark Lanigan.
No, I just woke up. So my voice is so low.
You're giving him the low manly voice.
Giving him the low manly voice.
Like, dude, no, he doesn't need more. He's already in Guns N' Roses and 6'4". Jesus Christ, you're gonna give him a deep voice too? What more does he need? He gets everything.
It's so easy, motherfucker. Sit down.
Sit down. Right. That's all he... Behave yourself. So dick some respect. Yeah.
Well, that was it. He's like, you know what the difference is between me and you? We have the same color hair, but I got a bigger dick.
That's what he said? Jesus Christ. Fucking creep. Been hanging around Squires too much. That's amazing.
Made me cry. Because again, the guy from Guns N' Roses is sitting there like...
There's that part. Yeah. Well, so I think I told you this, and you can leave this part in, but like that one.
Should I cut out the dick one?
No, you leave that to
okay.
No, you don't have to cut anything you say out.
Okay.
But it's that same thing when it like, and this isn't, I'm trying not to name drop, but like you're just saying like the guy from said that shit to me. Steve Jones once said, just tell him I'm your stepbrother. I'm like, what? Yeah, tell him when you step out, I step in. Like,
oh my God.
I'm Steve Jones' stepbrother.
Oh my God.
Forever. Well, until we die. And then, but anyway. You leave that
Steve Jones, he might be God.
He might be God.
He might be God.
And then I think if he's God, I think I might live for a while. If he gets to choose.
Yeah, that is valid.
We should stop talking about that, though.
Yeah, about God?
No, about
living?
About Steve Jones living forever, like, or being.
Oh, you do this? Yeah. I think I've said this, but right when I moved to LA, I was walking down the street, and like 4 blocks away, I could see an older man walking towards me. And I'm talking 4 blocks away. And I was like, that's fucking Steve Jones.
That's the Pontiff.
That's fucking Steve Jones.
Yeah.
I know exactly who that is. And as he was walking up, I was just like, nope, that's him.
Yeah.
The tattoos, the hair, and I'm like, and he walked by me, and I'm just like, it was like, I don't know if there's anyone else that, maybe Sturgill Simpson, that would like affect me. Like I get nervous. What?
I don't know who Sturgill Simpson is.
Oh man, he's this country artist that I'm obsessed with. He wrote this record called Meta Modern Sounds in Country Music, and I've probably listened to it 700 times.
Okay.
It's like the best album I've ever heard, and the lyrics are like my entire life. The first lyric of the first song is, "I've seen Jesus play with flames in the lake of fire that I was standing in."
Nice work. All right, Sturgill. All right, Sturgill's on the team.
Yeah, it's so good.
We should
It's
have him
so
on the.
good.
Oh, dude, I haven't even told you. Does Matt, Mike, Dan.
Matt. God bless you.
Good night. He's one of those apostles. He liked a comment I left on this. Does he do that?
Not for me.
Yeah.
No, people tag us for him to review though. I don't know if he will. But
Oh, probably not. But
yeah.
I was like, and then I did it again. I'm waiting for him. I'm just gonna. Have you asked him if he'll be on the thing?
Yeah, but it was like in those Hail Mary days where we still didn't really have any followers on the TikToks.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, we got 200 followers. You want to be on our podcast?
Well, but I mean, let's see here.
Which was like
Wait,
9 months ago.
Well, I had a train of thought. Which is like this week.
It's not that long ago.
I was gonna say, why would he debunk us? We don't talk shit.
No, I just I don't know.
We're not.
I don't know.
proselytizing.
Well, yeah, maybe.
I mean,
well,
you do.
Me, I do talk a lot of shit about fundamentalists.
No, but he doesn't. He debunks things. We don't bunk.
Yeah, but it's the weed angle. I'm wondering because Mormons are really against like caffeine and alcohol. I'm assuming marijuana.
Well, yeah, for themselves. Are they judgy?
Well, I don't know, but maybe we'll clip this all up of us chasing his dick right now, like being like, please, what could we do, Dad?
We're not doing that though.
I'll start doing that right now. I'll put on makeup.
The Mormons like dudes with makeup on? I think that's less likely to get Dan than you.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Dan, maybe you should come on our show and tell us what it is you don't like about our show.
Well, you know what he has coming up in January?
Yes, I do.
He has one of those seminars he does
About homosexuality
in the Bible.
Yeah, I might join that one.
We should. I'm going.
Yeah. Does it cost?
It's a donation thing, but
right.
I've been like donating double every time I go because
you're an overachiever.
No, because he's awesome, and I want to support that shit.
He's my favorite thing on the interweb right now.
Yeah.
He's like, is this? Did you see the one where there's the guy's like, Jesus is not his name. Jesus is not his name. What? You're gonna get to the pearly gates, and God's gonna be there all buff with his arms crossed. Go, hey, bro. and Matt's like, yeah, because nothing says the pearly gates like toxic masculinity. And he's like, something about blithely I was like, blithely, love it.
Yeah,
Just like,
I love the
so deadpan.
Let's see it.
Go ahead then. Okay,
let's
get into it. Yeah,
it's so funny. Yeah, I actually I bought some of his merch too.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I need
buying merch.
To be honest, I'm gonna start asking him questions online.
Yeah,
because I need some book recommendations. His whole deal, and if people who don't know what we're talking about, this guy, I think he goes under Data Over Dogma on TikTok.
Oh, he's on TikTok. Of course he is. Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, he's massive on there. Massive.
You need books to read.
His channel, yeah, his channel. Like for me, as I try to study the Bible and learn more about the Bible, it's hard to find resources that aren't like completely skewed by the writer's individual beliefs,
one way or another.
It's really rough, man. And so it's like dates get changed, times, things get buffed out, so these individuals can kind of have their way. And he's the exact opposite of that. So it's like, so far of all of scholars that I've ever fucked with, I like, I have a big fat crush on that guy's content.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's really, it can be. I can imagine it being hard to. What the fuck? Do what I say. Thank you. I'm just talking.
It is so hard to find
a lighter
quality content. That was the worst. I would also
almost as hard as finding a lighter to get high with.
Just so you know, I stopped myself from working last night though, so I could be cohesive today. Make sure I got some sleep.
That's fair. I mean, I need you cohesive, Liz.
Yeah, man. I've been sheetrocking by myself. I've been wiring by myself.
So, and maybe people don't know, but well, how would they? Because we didn't tell them. But we were supposed to do white Jesus, brown Jesus on Tuesday, but again, we got thwarted. It's going to happen though. And
okay, I was wondering. I'm almost giving up on it this
Why?
time.
I mean,
it's
the
Sean,
right?
Yes,
well,
this is Sean. This is Sean. We love him.
No, of course. It's like being on the peninsula and being a working musician. Those are two really challenging things for a morning show.
Yes,
or even an early afternoon show.
Yes,
and so that's been our dilemma. But I realized that what we should, and I don't know if it matters. It probably doesn't matter because I was talking to Patrick last night.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and he loves this thing. He fucking hey Patrick,
hey Pat,
and just telling him because I have a bunch of questions. Like the first one, and I don't know, I'm just gonna give it away because it doesn't matter. Is for brown Jesus will be like, how's Kobe, and for white Jesus it'll be like, I don't know, something like, how's Kennedy? I don't know, something like, how's Maryland? I don't know.
How's Rush Limbaugh?
He's not there. Yeah. Jesus, he doesn't.
He's not white Jesus heaven.
He doesn't fuck with that. But I realized that I should also write the answers because we're not trying to gotcha Jesus. We want Jesus to have Jesus answers, right? So the funny thing shouldn't be the question; it should be the answer. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be like an SNL skit. It's like it can't just be me having funny questions and you guys having to be like rah 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 rah.
That might, to be honest with Sean, that might work out
because he's fucking funny and fast.
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
He's got a tight 10, I think. I'm trying to get him to do stand up.
What?
Yeah,
tight 10 minutes. Oh, does he?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he would not tell anyone to go do stand up sets.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
So this guy's Brown Jesus is like my old roommate, one of my closest friends. I love him to death. And for my birthday last year, we all went to that show. He tried to make it because he had a show, and he had bought me this gift. It was the Adventure Bible and a journal that on the front of the journal it said, "I love sucking dicks with my butthole." And he got me this because he knew I was going to be out at some shows in Seattle, and he just wanted me to be holding these items for the whole night.
That's a gentleman after my own heart right there.
I'm fucking crying.
That's amazing. Yeah. All right.
Love you, Sean. Shoddy Sins. That's actually what we call him.
Shoddy Sins.
Shoddy Sins, yeah.
Shawnee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shawnee Sins. Yeah. That'd be his porn name also, right?
Well, there's a Johnny Sins, which is a famous porn star.
Ooh.
So that's where it comes from.
That makes sense.
Oh
Did he did
man,
he, did he ever do any work in that bed behind you?
probably yes, yes, he did. I came home one time and a fucking
A
someone had
bone china.
peed in my
Oh.
closet in there.
Was he one of those guys?
It wasn't him. It was
Kelly
yeah.
Wheeler? Was it Kelly
It
Wheeler?
was Kelly Wheeler. Kelly Wheeler came over. I mean, with that hair, he kind of looks like, And then, oh man, I'm dropping this joke. My brain just fucking fritzed out.
Okay. Oh my goodness! Oh man, you know what? Let me check this text because, and so my buddy, who will not be named, where'd it go? That's weird. Man, that is weird. Oh, never mind. What's Oh no, that was it.
Whoa.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was better than that. It's not, Leif. It's just the same one as before.
You thought it was going to be something
you,
good,
man. Yeah, yeah. I got a line on the pharmaceutical grade ecstasy.
Oh shit!
Gonna have some hard resets here and over the holidays. Get back to being happy and joyous, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I haven't done that very many times.
Well, when
It's
it
fun.
first came out. When it first came out, it was when it was the clean, Gene, mean green. It's there's nothing like it. There's absolutely like you're joyous. It's fucking pure joy.
Yeah.
And then it came out again, and it was like pretty good, but it was like, what else is in here? and then it was like, and then everybody had some, and it was like, oh, this is dopey. Oh, this is speedy. It was like the fucking what do you call the fucking dwarves, the 12 dwarves.
Oh, the fucking yeah.
Dopey, speedy, coffee. It's like every fucking strain was cut with something different.
Snow White, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but now he's exactly right. But now they're like it's coming back because they're using it for PTSD and all that stuff. So there's the real stuff out there again. So
super benefits for it.
Wait.
It's not just for threesomes, folks.
Well, wait. I thought that's what this therapy was. Maybe we should move on. What?
I brought a floaty.
What about my Speedos?
What am I going to do with this kiddie pool and all these baked beans?
It's true.
I like how
it's so hard to return on Amazon.
It's a great segue into the Bible, folks.
Yeah. Enoch, chapter 45. And this is the second parable concerning those who deny the name of the dwelling place of the holy and the Lord of the spirits. They will not ascend to heaven. Did we read this? They will not ascend to heaven and will not come on earth. Such will be the portion of the sinner who deny the name of the Lord, the spirits, who are thus preserved to the day of suffering and sorrow. It sounds like we did this one.
Oh, I don't recall it.
Okay, maybe we can just go through it. It's not that. Okay. On that day, the chosen one will sit upon the throne of glory and will choose among their deeds and places without numbers, and their spirit will become strong in them when they see my chosen one and those who have called upon my holy and glorious name.
Damn.
It's a sentence.
That's a sentence.
And on that day I will cause my chosen one to dwell among them and will transform heaven and make it a blessing and a light eternally. And I will transform the earth and make it a blessing and will cause my chosen ones to dwell thereon. And those who have committed sins and crimes will not step on it. For I have seen and satisfied with peace my just ones and have placed them before me. But for the sinners there awaits before me a judgment that I may destroy them from the face of the earth.
Call me daddy.
Recognize. And there I saw one who had a head of days, i.e., was old, and 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 his what? That's what it says.
I know that's
What's
just
happening?
that sentence wasn't funny to
Yeah.
you. I'm sorry. Here, I'll start
Well,
smoking weed.
no. Well, when I first read it, I was like, a head of days. That's fucking bad. That's like, and I didn't read the IE, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
he's calling him old.
That's funny.
Oh, you're saying he's wrinkled?
He's wrinkled.
And his head was white like wool, and with him was a second whose countenance was like the appearance of a man, and his countenance was full of agreeableness, like one of the holy angels. And I asked one of the angels who went with me and who showed me all the secrets concerning this Son of Man, who he was and whence he was, and why he goes with the head of days. And he answered and said to me, this is the Son of Man, who has justice, and justice dwells with him, and all the treasures of secrecy he reveals, because the Lord of the spirits has chosen him. And his portion overcomes all things before the Lord of the spirits in rectitude to eternity. And this Son of Man, whom thou hast seen, will arouse the kings and mighty from their couches, and the strong from their home thrones, and will loosen the hands of the strong, and will break the teeth of the sinners.
Damn.
He'll bust his teeth out. You don't bust his teeth out.
Oh, shit.
And he will expel the kings from their thrones and from their kingdoms, because they do not exalt him and praise him, and do not acknowledge humbly whence the kingdom was given to them. And he will expel the countenance of the strong, and shame will fill them. Darkness will be their dwelling place, and worms will become their couches. We have read this part. And they will have no hope of rising from their couches, because they do not exalt the name of the Lord of spirits. Hey Dan, what's the translation for couches?
Yeah, what's the deal?
And these are they who master the stars of heaven, and raise their hands against the Most High, and tread the earth and live thereon. And all they're doing is injustice, and their doing manifests injustice. And their power is in their riches, and their faith is in gods, which they have made with their hands, and they have denied the name of the Lord of the spirits. And they will be cast out of the house of his congregations, and of the faithful who hang on the name of the Lord of the spirits. Hey Dan, also, what is the Lord of the spirits? How come we're just kind of seeing that a little bit for the first time? What's the deal with that?
Let me look this one up as you keep going.
Chapter 47. And in those days the prayer of the just and the blood of the just one ascend from the earth before the Lord of the spirits. In these days the holy ones who dwell in high heaven will unite in one voice, and will petition and pray and praise and thank and bless the name of the Lord of the spirits, on account of the blood of the just which has been spilled, and the prayer of the just, that it may not be in vain before the Lord of the spirits, that judgment may be held over them, and they not suffer to fucking eternity. God damn, that was a long sentence. 5 lines long. And in those days I saw the head of days, as he sat upon the throne of his glory, and the books of the living were opened before him, and his whole host, which is in high heaven and around him, stood before him. With the hearts of the holy ones were filled with joy, and the hearts of the holy ones were filled with joy, because the number of justice was fulfilled, and the prayers of the just had been heard, and the blood of the just had been demanded before the Lord of the spirits. Lots of books, lots of folks standing around trying to get shit done.
God's busy.
And at that place, I saw an inexhaustible fountain of justice, and around it many fountains of wisdom, and all the thirsty drank out of them, and were filled with wisdom, and their dwelling places were with the just and holy and chosen. I want a fountain. I want to
Dude,
drink
that
from a
of
fountain.
wisdom? That's
Well,
fucking rad.
Justice also. I'll take the. Can I have a little? Can I have like a pint of justice?
There's like, I think that's rad.
How much do you have to drink to be satiated, or like, is it? Do you have to like? Do you have to?
Is there like a cup you dip in it?
Inexhaustible fountain of justice
Oh.
and wisdom. How long do you, oh, so inexhaustible, so that you just drink it all day? It's sort of like Gatorade. You got to stay hydrated. It's like Pedialyte.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
the people writing these books are probably constantly conquered by other nations. So justice is probably not close to them, you know. Is that it?
What?
Well, these people writing this book are constantly being conquered.
Dramatic pause for comedic relief. Fucks it up when I have to explain it later.
It's my Bible, nerd. It's so so.
Oh, dude,
It's just
Patrick and I were talking about this last night, and he was like, Leif is like this. He's talking about your relationships with these people who care, who the ones who hate us, right? And they're trying to talk you into, and how like you're like so like thoughtful, and you want to make sure you try to retain those relationships, and he was, and I was like, Leif is like, Leif drank the Kool-Aid so early that he's immersed up to like his chin in it, and he's trying to just keep his face hole from being pulled back down underneath by this craziness. Okay, so like that's where we are. It's like Leif has done a miraculous job to even have his chin out of the fucking water. So my job is to try to take my Dixie cup and empty the pond before it fucking chokes the life out of Leif again.
they're trying, man.
Dude,
I think they're holding prayer services for us.
Yeah, empower the fucking pond. Yeah. Fill the pond, kill the Leif. Fill the pond,
But
kill
if
the
this
Leif.
if this helps you, that was amazing. Sorry. So imagine me, like I've been working these from like 8 in the morning till 3 in the morning type stuff out here, and I've listened to this book called what Jesus Interrupted. It was amazing. And then I listened to like Matthew, Mark, and I was listening through Luke, and it was like 11:45 last night. I haven't stopped, just working, feeling it, and your voice came in my head.
Go to fucking sleep! God damn it, Leif! Go to fucking sleep! I
So
swear
I
to
like-
fucking... Don't make me drive over to Buckley! Don't make me come out there!
It's like I listened to the Bible for like 9 hours yesterday. Like
Jeff thinks I should go to sleep right now. I don't even have to be there anymore. You're just like, oh, wait. I hear it. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Nope, you're right. Okay, I'm going to bed. All right.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Uh,
It's a confusing thing, this Bible.
it's a fine line. You got to dance with who brung you.
Fine line between sexy and stupid.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, totally. Oh, and in those days, I saw the head of days as he sat upon the throne of his glory, and the books of the living were opened before him.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, no. Sorry. Inexhaustible fountain. Oh, yeah. We want to drink from the fountains. Yeah. And at that hour, that Son of Man was called near the Lord of the spirits, and his name before the head of days. And before the sun and the signs were created, before the stars of heaven were made, his name was called before the Lord of the spirits. He will be a staff to the just and the holy, He will be a staff to the just and the holy, upon which they will support themselves and not fall. And he will be all the light of the nations, and he will be the hope of those who are sick in their hearts. All who live upon the earth will fall down before him and bend the knee to him,
Wow.
and will bless and praise him, and will sing psalms to the name of the Lord of the spirits. For this purpose he was chosen and hidden before him the world was created, and he will be before him to eternity.
Dude.
Yeah. And the wisdom of the Lord of the spirits has revealed him to the holy and the just, for he preserves the portion of the just, because they have hated and despised this world of injustice, and have hated all its deeds and ways in the name of the Lord of the spirits. For in his name they will be saved, and he will be the revenger of their lives.
Huh.
And in those days the countenance of the kings of the earth and of the mighty who possess the earth will be bent down on account of the deeds of their hands. For on the day of their terror and trouble, their souls will not be saved. And I will put them into the hands of my chosen, like straw in fire, and like lead in water. Thus they will burn before the face of the just, and sink before the face of the holy, and no trace of them will be found. And on the day of their trouble, there will be rest on earth before him. They will fall and not rise again, and there will be no one to take them with his hands and lift them up, because they have denied the Lord of the spirits and his anointed. The name of the Lord of the spirits be blessed. I wonder if the trouble. I wonder if that's where the Irish got the NRA. When it got really bad.
Rebel.
Yeah, I wonder if that's where they got. They called that the Troubles.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, that was the Troubles. That was their name for it. For wisdom is poured out like water, and glory does not cease before him to all eternity. For he is powerful in all the secrets of justice and injustice, like a shadow. For he is powerful in all the secrets of justice and injustice, like a shadow, will end, having no stability, because the chosen one has arisen before the Lord of the spirits, and his glory to all eternity. His glory is to all eternity, and his power to all generations. In him dwells the spirit of wisdom, and the spirit of him who imparts understanding, and the spirit of doctrine and of power, and the spirit of those asleep in justice.
What?
Yeah. And he will judge the secrets, and no one will be able to speak a vain word before him, because he is the chosen one before the Lord of the spirits, according to his will. And in those days there will be a change for the holy and chosen, and the light of the days will dwell over them, and glory and honor. What?
Well, it's just like a bunch of punishment. I was wondering, it's just like he's fucking locking up all the kings, and it just didn't really say anything about the good people. I was like, it's just weird. It's just like, we're gonna fuck these guys up.
Yeah. Sit around and watch.
Watch, they're not even gonna get a chance to get out of this. They're gonna burn and they're gonna sink like lead.
Be good. Fucking be good.
Be good.
You're next. And on the day of trouble, evil will gather over the sinners, but the just will overcome through the name of the Lord of the spirits, and he will show it to the others, that they may repent and cease the work of their hands. And they will have no honor before the Lord of the spirits, but in his name they will be saved. And the Lord of the spirits will have mercy on them, for his mercy is great. And he is just in his judgment and before his glory, and injustice will not stand in his judgment. Whosoever will not repent shall be destroyed. Henceforth I will not have mercy on them, says the Lord of the spirits. And in those days the earth will return that entrusted to it.
Sorry, keep going.
Find a lighter?
No, I thought something else was gonna happen.
And in those days, the earth will return that entrusted to it, and Sheol will return that entrusted to it, which it has received, and hell will return what it owes, and he will choose the just and holy from among them, for the day has come that they be saved.
Wait a second. We have to pause there.
He just said hell.
Yeah.
That's the
And
first
Sheol.
time. And Sheol is what?
Sheol is what many people think the Old Testament is talking about hell. It's essentially like a dreamless sleep that everyone goes to. You remember when Jacob's dad was
Going
when he was about to die, when they were going to take him back, take the young boy back to Egypt, his youngest back to Egypt. Right. He was like, will you send my head down to Sheol and despair?
Right. Yeah.
So essentially it seems like heaven, hell, and purgatory are like barfing up everyone in them.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So the righteous can get out of them finally? Is that what
finally.
It seems to be saying?
Maybe. And hell will return what it owes, and he will choose the just and holy from among them, for the day has come that they be saved. So who would be barfed up from hell and then not repent? Like if you you know what I mean? Like they're saying like if you've been to hell and you're like, fuck, I didn't think this was real. No, do over. I did. Oh, and then they barf you up, and you're like, I'm still not convinced. Bend the knee. Really? You know, I just morally, I just, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that if dude would just show himself, it'd be a lot easier. It'd be a lot easier and like, oh no, have faith. A leap of faith.
Jesus says it's a wicked and perverse generation that asks for a sign.
Color me wicked. What's wrong?
Come sit by me.
What's wrong with being perverted?
What's
perverse? Yeah. Perversist. What's wrong with being perversy?
It's. Oh, my cheeks are really red.
The chosen one, the days, the secrets of wisdom, and the chosen one in those days will sit upon his throne, and all the secrets of wisdom will proceed from the thoughts of his mouth. For the Lord of the spirits has given it to him and has honored him. And in those days, the mountains will skip like rams and the hills spring like lambs, satisfied with milk, and they will all be angels in heaven. Mountains and hills will be like angels in heaven. I don't know.
Oh, man,
Dan.
I can't wait till we get back to the canonized Bible, to the bullshit Roman propaganda Bible, because that's the only. I'm not very fluent in these apocryphal texts.
This colorful language is hard to process.
I can't believe this book wasn't added.
Right.
This is cool. Like this, I like this better than Revelation.
I like this. This is my favorite thing we've ever read. Although Genesis was pretty great.
Genesis
I like
is
Genesis.
badass.
Yeah. Well, because it's in the Bible. It's first fucking thing, right? And like if people haven't even gotten into it's a tragedy and a crime against most of humanity that nobody's read Genesis. Nobody's read that fucking shit. Nephilim, motherfucker, mic drop.
I mean,
hey, I want to ask Dan. I want to ask Dan about the Nephilim.
He's going to say that it's essentially war heroes from old.
Oh,
like mythologized.
Did we see something about that?
I literally just put his videos on in the background while I'm working. Just flip through.
Yeah. Okay,
It's-
yeah, I think I did see that one of his, and I was like, that makes sense. And giants,
really,
giants, they're morally giant.
Yeah.
They're like stature. Their stature is giant.
like they achieved a lot in their time. They were the
Right.
now, and which also, so that fucks with my head because I was like, forever
Damn
with
it.
me and you, I'm like, man, I really like this divine being, like alien type thing. But that ancient alien or the ancient apocalypse thing,
Yeah,
he kind of brings up the same thing when they talk about giants.
Right.
What's his name? Graham
Hancock. Yeah,
He's like, well, what if they were, they have achieved a lot. They were like, so it seems like it might work.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Do we have a Christmas special? Is that what that text is about? No, not yet. Dang it.
No, I gotta ask that in person. I gotta get back on the horn of them. Well, that's why it's good we eyeball to eyeball, because he can just say no on text. He has to say no to my face if I ask him. Yeah.
Holy
Look,
shit.
we won't talk about your day job. Not one question, I promise.
Not one.
Well, we would, because we would talk about the spirituality and the what do we call it? Like
Shared.
that like the thing about how it is like it's fucking spiritual. Like getting that many people in one place singing and like roiling themselves into like giving their energy.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, and
fucking-
like, why do you think church starts with music? Go to any church service in America. The first thing that will happen is they're going to get you to sing together. They're going to put the words on the screen so you don't mess up. You clap. You're going to sing.
Unless it's Catholic and you've memorized it because you're brainwashed.
Oh, yeah. I would go to a Catholic mass with you.
I don't know that I don't think they'd let me in, but we could try.
What if we try to do a podcast with one of them?
From one of them?
Yeah,
Like while they're talking?
Yeah.
Well, Dave, I mean, I don't know. Well, now comes the sermon.
No, that's actually,
What are they going to do? Have you removed?
ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
just sparking up your.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of cool things coming in this new year. We have some good ideas.
That's pretty fun. Yeah.
I'm still figuring out the idea that I had to edit out from the podcast like 2 months ago.
The one about porn?
Actually, I'll edit it out again because
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it proper.
Which one's Josh?
Josh is the influencer.
Right.
Yeah.
That was rad. That was fucking
How rad was that?
So did you like the, hey, can we get a song out of you guys?
That I was so wrong, and I was like, I thought about that for like a day. How I like jumped in, and I was like, that was so rude of me to Ready. I'm so sorry.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
why don't you just
Yeah,
relax for
shut
2
up, sit
seconds,
down, Liv.
and I'll get us some content. How's that? some what do you call that? Like our own, Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You get other people to come on your thing and do their thing on your thing.
Yeah.
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 But I mean, and that is no way saying those two, they were fucking rad. That was so dope. And what I was trying to do, and I felt really dumb because when you were playing, it was cutting out.
It was no. Yeah, I had to fix that. No, I didn't
You had
know
to
what was
fix it.
happening because I couldn't hear anything.
Right. And all I could hear was like every time you would strum or hold a note,
You couldn't hear them.
they would
probably.
cut out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but did you get all of the audio? You
Kind of. It was actually. I don't know what the deal was. It cut out in certain spots when it was cutting out.
Do you see that text? I'm like,
No.
stop playing. Stop playing.
No.
I like Walter. I didn't want to be an asshole. I was like,
No.
stop fucking playing.
See, it's that. You know what it was? It's a clipping thing.
Yeah.
So when you grabbed your mic, it just cut out. So they were doing it.
Right.
I was doing it. So
Right.
each of our tracks, anytime that would happen, your track would just cut out.
Yeah.
So like, luckily they're all independent though. So they were.
So you have them all independent?
Oh, it's on there. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in there. I just had the only thing I
back.
had to do is like dip up and down my volume sometimes because I'd like come in really like pew, and it would be like
Right. It was
I
clear,
didn't
though.
get it
Like
tuned by guitar. It's not like it was in tune.
Hey, you know what? The Lord doesn't need to be in tune.
Well,
Everyone's in tune with the Lord, Liv. All instruments are in tune with the Lord.
yeah.
So we keep going? Where are we?
Yeah, where are we?
51 in those days. Shoal, no.
Wait, say, yeah, no,
After
wait
the,
a second. No, it's just, okay. This is really weird to me because he just named like so many different afterlife places that I had no idea went all together. You know,
that were ever in the same sentence.
they've always been explained to me as the same thing forever. Like, you know, like
Oh, and
Sheol, that's hell. What's the other one? Gehenna, that's hell. You know, so there's all these different words for like different types of afterlives in the Old Testament. And they just always were told to me that this is hell. You know, but now now we know that's not true, and now he names all three of them, and like this is a pretty old goddamn book,
right? Kind
so
of
like,
yeah.
So like the people who were writing the New Testament, and even the Christians who, you know, were moving away from Judaism, they probably would have known about this, and like
it was available.
It was available.
It was on the charts, Liv.
So
so they were really cherry picking. They were cherry picking that shit, weren't they?
Dude,
it says to you? Yeah. Sorry.
Right?
Your people.
Forever. Everyone's just fucking. We're all blasphemers, man. We're all fucking taking this beautiful miracle God gave us and like just like, no, this way. I'm in charge.
What? Wait.
I'm going too deep. I don't want to.
What miracle are you saying God gave us?
Well, first of all, when I use the word God, it's not. I don't believe in the Christian God.
It's not his name.
Put that out there. Yeah, I don't. I think also, calling it a he is a little bit rude, possibly even.
Also, God, he, she, they did not write this.
No,
but not a gift from anybody, buddy.
Right. Well, here's the thing. This, like, I don't know. One day I woke up and I was here, and then like, the weird part is this. If you want and you work towards, you can kind of aim at, if you will, happiness and goodness, and it will create long-lasting happiness. And to me, it kind of makes this place magical. So I always think, I know it's horrible, and it just try to fuck you in the ass no matter what, and like everything's just trying to eat everything else, and like nature is written in tooth and claw, right? Like, but if you can, I don't know. Now I feel just really embarrassed, to be honest.
You lost me. I don't know what
I like life. That's what I'm saying. That's why I wake up early. It's cool. Like, I want to work out. That's why I put too much shit on my plate.
What's wrong with liking life? Life?
Oh, you said something and it spun me off, and this joint from Mr. Bills of Buckley is made me lose. Do you remember what you said? Because I could wrap a bow on it if I can.
Well, you know, when we're talking, one of us has to be listening. And that time you went, and I was with you.
I was with you.
I thought you were bringing it around too. I totally did, and then I saw you losing steam.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, it's like one of those planes.
It's like one of those videos where the guy tries to jump across the pond and then just disappears,
or he lands on the other side and then falls back in.
You know what sucks too is I can't edit it out now because this is too funny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he nailed the landing. Oh, he did not. Oh, he did not nail the landing. No, he's wet.
Wow.
He's gonna walk the rest of these 17
He's gonna
holes.
Need some dental work.
Right. That's gonna leave a mark.
Leave a mark. Oh, it was Christians fucking changing shit.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, the God didn't write this book. Look at you! Look at you!
Thank you. So I took one hit. If you study high, you got to take the test high.
State dependent learning. All right, learn it, know it, smoke it. That was the problem. You had too much blood in your alcohol stream. I love that. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
And in those days, mountains, no. Rams, no. Their faces will shine, and in those days, the mountains will skip like rams, and the hills spring like lambs. Rams and lambs, satisfied with milk. Mountains drinking milk. I just don't get it. Their faces will shine in gladness because the chosen one has arisen in those days, and the earth will rejoice. And the just will live thereon, and the chosen will walk and move thereon. And after those days, at that place where I had seen all the visions of that which is hidden, for I was taken up by the whirling of the wind and carried toward the west. There my eyes saw the secrets of heaven, all things that will be on earth, a mountain of iron, and a mountain of copper, and a mountain of silver, and a mountain of gold, and a mountain of soft metal, and a mountain of lead. And I asked the angel who went with me, saying, what are those things which I have seen in secret? And he said to me, all these things which thou hast seen are for the power, if his anointed, that all these things which thou hast seen are for the power, if his anointed, that he may command and be powerful on the earth. Then this angel of peace answered and said to me, wait a little, and thou wilt see, and there will be revealed to thee every secret that the Lord of the spirits has planned.
Dude, what a lucky fucking asshole.
Yeah, pretty cool. What if he got to like, it was like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Did he get to like stick a couple of soft metal nuggets in his pocket? These mountains which thou hast seen, the mountain of iron, the mountain of copper, the mountain of silver, the mountain of gold, the mountain of soft metal, and the mountain of lead, all these will be before the chosen one like wax in the presence of fire. And like the water which falls down from above on these mountains, and will weak before his feet. And it will come to pass in those days that no one will save himself, not with gold, not with silver. No one will be able to save himself or to flee. And there will be no iron for war, and no clothing for a breastplate. Metal will not aid, and zinc will not aid, and will not be beaten out, and lead will not be desired. And all these things will disappear and be destroyed from the face of the earth, when the chosen one shall appear before the face of the Lord of the spirits. And there, it's right there. We're almost done.
Yeah.
Okay. And there my eyes saw a deep valley whose mouth was open, and all those who dwell upon the earth and sea with islands will bring him gifts and presents and tokens of submission. But that deep valley will not be filled. And they commit crimes with their hands, and everything they make they devour criminally. They, the sinners, but they will be destroyed in the presence of the Lord of the spirits. They, the sinners, and will be chased from off the face of the earth continually to all eternity. For I have seen the angels of punishment going and preparing all the instruments for Satan. And I asked the angel of peace who went with me, these instruments, for whom have they been prepared? And he said to me, these are prepared for the kings and the mighty of the earth, that they be destroyed with them. And after this, the just and chosen one will cause the house of his congregation to appear. Henceforth, it will not be hindered in the name of the Lord of the spirits. And these mountains will be in his presence like earth, and the hills will be like a fountain. And the hills will be like a fountain of water, and the just will rest from the oppression of the sinners. Is that the first time we hear the name Satan?
Oh no, remember it said it a little bit ago too.
For I have seen the angels of punishment. I want to be an angel of punishment.
That is so
going
cool.
And preparing. So like, so they're making the fucking. They're like a Boeing or Northrop Grumman. They're like the military industrial complex.
I know this is gonna like Christianize me so much, but do you remember in Lord of the Rings when like they're right to the mountain and all the armies are like marching out? That's the kind of vision I got of this. Is like this guy got to see like these angels getting ready, like war is coming, and like see much more apocalyptic as we keep reading, right? Like the angels explain to him the time is short, you know,
Yeah,
the
it's
armies
but
of
again, it's
God are
not.
moving.
But it's not in that style. You know what I
I
mean?
think it's
Like,
just better.
well, yeah. I mean, I don't. Like I said, I didn't find the apocalypse to be.
Oh,
You know, it
Revelation.
was
Ow.
Revelation. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, no, no.
I didn't find that to be like that was pretty.
No, that
Like I said, that seemed like somebody who was like on drugs. This is like a movie, like you're saying. Like
yeah, this is like good.
this isn't like a drug. What's a drug movie that's all like psychedelic-y? This isn't all psychedelic-y. He's just like, fuck, and then there were mountains of fucking coal. You know, fuck, he melted them with his hand, motherfucker. Yeah,
The angels being named, the whole reason for the evil on earth, them coming down and fucking all those girls.
yeah.
And like what I
Well, girls are hot. That's why.
girls are so great. Um
Girls are so great. Even the angels who are serving the Lord of the spirits cannot resist being with them.
they give up eternity.
Mhm.
And I don't want the world to see me,
I
'cause I don't think that they'll understand.
Okay.
But
Oppression of sinners. And I
well,
looked and turned toward another side of the earth, and I saw there a deep valley with a burning fire. And they brought the kings and the powerful and put them into the deep valley. And there my eyes saw how they make instruments for them, iron chains of immense weight. And I asked the angel of peace who went with me, saying, these chain instruments, for whom have they been prepared? And he said to me, these have been prepared for the hosts of Azazel, to
mm,
imprison them and put them into the lowest hell. And their jaws will be covered with rough stones, as the Lord of the spirits has commanded. Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Phanuel, they will overpower them on that great day, will throw them on that day into the oven of burning fire, that the Lord of the spirits may avenge himself on them on account of their injustice, because they became subject to Satan and have led astray those who dwell on earth. And in those days the punishment from the Lord of the spirits will come, and all the repositories of water which are above in the heavens, and also the fountains of water which are under the heavens and which are under the earth will be opened. Talking about a flood, Butch. And all the waters will be joined with the waters which are above in the heavens, but the waters which is but the water which is in high heaven is the masculine, and the water which is beneath the earth is the feminine. And then will
this is the
be
flood.
destroyed all those who dwell on the earth, and those who dwell under the ends of heaven. And through this they know their injustice, which they have done on the earth, and therefore are destroyed.
It's totally the flood.
And after that, the head of days repented and said, in vain I have destroyed all who dwell on the earth. The
What?
fucking fickle bitch, isn't he?
Dude, he
And he
very, very
swore,
unsure of himself.
by his great name, henceforth I will not do thus to all those who dwell on the earth, and I will place a sign in the heavens, and it will be a token of fidelity between me and them to eternity, as long as heaven is above earth, and then it will be according to my command, when I desire to overpower them by the hand of the angel on the day of trouble and suffering. Before this, my anger and my punishment will remain over them, says the Lord of the spirits. Ye mighty kings who will dwell on the earth, ye shall be about to see my chosen one, as he sits on the throne of my glory, and judges Azazel and all his associates. and all his hosts in the name of the Lord of the spirits. Okay, yeah, Jesus. So you know what? I thought this was interesting. You're talking about all the names for hell. You thought they were all the one. Yeah. I like here he says, these have been prepared for the hosts of Azazel to imprison them, to put them into the lowest hell, as if there are more than one level.
Yeah,
Dan.
Right, I'm looking up right now.
Dan.
In the Bible, Azazel appears in association with the scapegoat right. The name represents a desolate place. Because it sounds like Azazel's motherfucking Satan, don't it?
I can't tell. I can never.
Right? There's so many names. And like,
yeah. It's hard to tell who. It seemed like he was just one of the angels of punishment.
I remember he's in the beginning. He's one of them chasing the women's.
Is he?
Which might be interesting because that, I should do a deep dive on Lucifer.
Yeah, stay up all night, dude.
So anyway, I'm trying my best. Anyway, because like, how hilarious would it be if like literally pussy is what makes Satan fall from heaven?
Right. Well, like, what do you mean? I mean, that's not.
I think that's what this
How
is
surprising
saying.
would that be? Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, it sort of sounds that way, doesn't it? Well, if you put it together with what we've already read, right? Dan, we love you, Dan. Did pussy ruin everything?
Did pussy ruin everything? See this?
This is why he wouldn't come on. Oh, Dan, this is one of the reasons.
He does this thing too, where he's like, "This is complete and utter nonsense."
Dude, it's so hilarious. I love that shit. We're not saying this is true. We're just questioning. No. You know what I mean? Like we're just asking.
We don't have. We're reading the Bible, folks. We are inquisitive.
We're fucking doing the work.
Yes.
We can't speak 7 languages, Dude, Dan. We need your help.
Well, actually, I will. Pretty soon, I'm going to start Greek because I've decided I want to.
Okay, well, that's not going to be 7 languages. That's 1.
I'm going to try just with the ancient Greek with the New Testament.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah, but not for a while. Not until we like take this bitch on the road.
Patrick's like, what are you going to do when you run out of the Bible? I'm like, do you know how big the Bible is? I think we'll never run out of shit to read.
Then we'll do it topographically.
we were gonna do Let's Get High and Read Shakespeare, but there's not enough content.
There's not, and like, yeah, again, there's so many weird new discoveries in the biblical areas, like Dead Sea Scrolls, these Gospels we find. They're constantly doing it. So who knows what could happen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like in the future, we could find like full copies of books that we've only have mentioned in other books that we've never even seen.
On that note,
Bible nerd. No one likes it. Literally no one. This is how you break up parties. I used to like
you used to do that professionally, didn't you?
Well, nothing kills a boner like Jesus talk. It's just. And when you're trying to keep your virginity.
Well, unless you're, unless you're trying to fuck a nun,
Well, let's say goodbye to the people then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
We're going to try. Are we going to try and do a Christmas thing?
We'll figure it out for them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. We love everybody.
Love you.
Stop judging people.